So here we are in Liurnia.
Back again, are we? Not everyone can tell how good my wares are. You've a discerning eye, you have.
Alright, I think we already got a lantern, didn't we? I do kind of want this outfit just to have it, because I think it looks fun. Robe fashioned from supple cloth worn by those who look to the cosmos above. They read fate in the stars and are said to be heirs of the glintstone sorcerers. But alas, the night sky no longer cradles fate. So this refers to an event that happened in the past that stopped the skies from cradling fate. Let me look at my the item I have in my inventory really quick. So I wanna yeah, it is just a lantern, so there's no point in buying a duplicate. We probably want to hook around here, examine these cliff sides, just to be really thorough. Holy crap, this game looks good. After playing on my, and don't get me wrong, my old ultra wide monitor, I still use it. I have it, that's the monitor that I have OBS stocked in, so I can like see chat and stuff. It's a great monitor. It's a very nice monitor, but like nothing compares to OLED. Like absolutely nothing. This is it's just the colors are so good. I calibrated it and everything, so like the HDR brightness is correct. And because OBS allows for HDR pass-through now, I can play in HDR without fucking up the recording, like what was happening when we were playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. So, boy, boy howdy, am I excited about this experience. Oh, I can see so many details. Nope. I'm gonna turn the game volume up a little bit. Oh, is my Go XLR not controlling the right audio? It's not on the right audio channel. Oof. I'm gonna need to edit that in a minute. I'll get there. When we get to a spot that I'm like safe to take a second, I will fix that. Let's just go over here. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's weekend? I say weekend because I haven't streamed since Saturday. How is everyone? How are things? I hope things are going well. And yeah, Fake Space Cowboy says the game looks the same on your end. Yeah, it will look the same for you all. It mostly looks very different to me. Oh my god, my screen is just black. Ah, it feels nice. It feels nice. It makes this feel crazy. Oh my god. There we go. Let's sit at the Grace really quickly, and I will pause the recording real quick and then fix my Go XLR. Fake Space Cowboy says I've been working for the past week. I feel that. I've also been working for the past week. Arteria leaf. Why do we keep finding arteria leaves in chests? What does that tell us? Oh my god, this is fucking crazy. Faint pulse can be felt in the veins, stirs the blood, providing an enlivening effect. Yeah, it doesn't tell us about any of the people that use them. Obviously, they have some sort of connection to blood. But it seems like there are demi-humans here. Yeah. I was gonna say. This is a absolutely buck wild bananas experience. Oh my god. This this episode of the Let's Play, like on the YouTube VOD, is gonna be so crazy for people because they don't know that I like the YouTube viewers don't really watch it as it's streamed. I know they understand the concept of streaming, but like it's gonna be weird for them to watch this in like 4 weeks after I've gotten used to this and like have them experience the feeling of me feeling joy displaced from time, just me going wow, it's so dark, while the video looks no different to you all. Oh god. They're buffed at night. Ouch. Let's right back up. DJM says, I moved out of Chicago Sunday into NYC on Monday. It's hot here. I'm tired. Moving sucks. Moving does suck. As someone who did just move, I relate. It is like 104 degrees in Sacramento today. So it is very, very, very warm. Spear Talisman. Enhances counterattacks unique to thrusting weapons. Spears are standard weapons for soldiers in the lands between. They made it possible to respond to a ferocious foe with an equally ferocious counterattack. That is clearly not the end of this cave, though. It's trying to appease us. I need more light. I need way more light in here. There we go. Yep. To prepare for the DLC, I have been binging Elden Ring like lore videos. Not lore videos like game theory lore, but like lore videos like, look at this this art asset from the game. Here is every other time it appears. Look at this. Isn't that fascinating? And boy, has it been interesting. It's made me feel very confident about my ability to understand this game, because most of the theories it seems like people have now about like why certain places are linked, or why things like seemingly like what things seemingly symbolize, or what they're supposed to represent in the context of the game itself, all does align pretty well with a lot of the stuff that I felt the first time I played the game. You know, all the themes of causality and regression and things like that all made sense to me way back when. But one of the things that's like really interesting to see people pick up on now is the importance of characters like the Glomide Queen and the like alien influence of the Outer Will. And that's all stuff that we'll get to in the playthrough when I get to it, but it's very cool. And that reminds me, doing some research, I have an answer now as to why Godwyn's corpse is underneath Stormvale. And again, we were correct. It is just an aspect of Godwyn. If you look at the item, the Godskin, or the Prince of Death's pustule, you can see that it's forming his eyes and his nose, but his eyes are this like waxy substance. That's corpse wax. That's corpse resin. And Godric uses corpse resin in corpse wax in grafting. So that's why it's all dilapidated, because Godric had seemingly been farming the corpse wax from that pustule, from that visage of Godwyn. So that's why that's there. The real Godwyn obviously is somewhere else. He's buried under the Capitol. But it seems like he does appear pretty much anywhere where Deathroot is, and given enough time, it will infect all of the other people and all of the things in that area. Oh fuck. Bloodhound Knight. Okay. Okay, that was bad. I'm not prepared. Oh, my FP's gone. I was really hoping that I would have staggered him there. Oopsie. Turn the game volume down just a little bit on my end. This game is bananas. This shit looks so good. I'm never gonna get over this. We have just entered a new era for Toaster's gaming vibes. All right, we'll just wanna run on down. These baddies didn't even notice me until I put my light on. Oh no. Where do I want to be? Here we go. Here's the way out. All right. Okie doke. There we go. Get him, boys. Oh, I accidentally ricocheted off that little post there. Oof. Heal me. There we go. Cerulean Amber Medallion. The Erd Tree's old sap becomes amber, treasured as the most precious of jewels in the age of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. A primordial life energy resides inside. So while Godfrey was the Elden Lord, Erd Tree's sap was treasured. Aha, here she is. Latenna.
Foul tarnished. What do you want? I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough?
So she is speaking of Gideon Ofnir, the All-Knowing.
I told the all-hearing brute already that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me?
So
Was my other half not enough?
he's looking for some kind of medallion, and he killed this dog.
I told the all-hearing brute already that I possess. Or have you come to... Was my other half?
She has silver eyes. Marks her as different. She's not tarnished. Rune arc. All right. So we found this location. I don't think there's anything we can do with her little quest line right now. I think we need to go one other place. But we have learned something about Gideon Ofnir, which is that he is looking for a medallion. And it might be valuable for us to head to the Table of Lost Grace to see if he has anything to say about that.
You. What is it?
He has nothing to say. Nothing to say for himself, huh?
Well then,
Oop.
would you like to learn an incantation?
Give a prayer book. Give the Fire Monk's prayer book.
That is a work of heresy. Its incantations bear no lineage from the Erd Tree. Very well. I'll take it off your hands. That is a work of heresy. Its incantations bear no lineage from the Erd Tree. Very well. I'll take it off your hands.
All right. I want these. Black Flame. A Black Flame incantation of the Godskin Apostles. Throws a ball of raging black fire. Charging enhances potency and causes the fireball to explode. Black Flame is weighty. After dealing damage, it continues to sap foes' HP for a very short time. Black Flame Blade. A Black Flame incantation of the Godskin Apostles. Engulfs armament held in the right hand with a Black Flame. This incantation can be cast without delay after performing another action. So, Black Flame is important. This is basically a type of fire that can kill gods. It's designed to kill gods, kill things. It is an aspect of destined death.
May the Golden Order shine. So, what do you need?
He's got nothing new for me. That's fine. Let's head back up to Latenna. Latenna the Albinauric. So now we know her name, canonically speaking. Latenna the Albinauric. So she is she's an Albinauric, which were a group of people who are basically I can't remember the word. Homunculuses. Now, we did her quest a little bit backwards. I just realized I didn't need to teleport here. I should have teleported to the other location. Her quest line is interesting because it's related to another area that we haven't visited yet. We'll go do that right now. I just have to remember where exactly I have to go. Oh, my muscle memory is really messed up. I've been playing Dread Delusion, which is very good. But the default controller mapping for that game has run on L1. This is not L1. Run is on B in this game. Let's ride Torrent. You have to wonder why there are fire monks wandering around the outskirts of Liurnia. That's like a piece of the lore that I don't fully understand yet. fire is generally associated with the Fell God, the god of the giants, the god of fire. And it is super unclear why the fire monks would be here. Ash of War, Vow of the Indomitable. Where are you? Yeah. Just gives you the means of it gives you super armor for an attack, I think. That makes you quote unquote invincible for a single attack. All right, look at that. That's a little place hidden out here. We're gonna scoop right by you, bud. Village of the Albinaurics. And they're crying. It looks like they've been slaughtered. And look at that, Nefeli Lu.
Oh, it's you. Well, what do you make of it? What's happened to this village? I witnessed a sight much the same in my infancy. The oppression of the weak. Murder and pillage unchecked. A waking nightmare made by men. But this time, I'm a woman grown. And though the suffering cannot be undone, I can still mete out justice. Justice to the oppressors. Let the scars I carve remind them. I am Nefeli Lu, warrior. But this time, I'm a woman, and though the justice to
nice.
the scars.
Nefeli rules. She's a cool ass character. I understand they're just trying to protect their village and pay respect to their dead, but sorry guys. You shoot at the king, you best not miss. A larval tear. Oh, yes. Okay, that is an item that we absolutely need for something very soon. Material needed by Renala to grant rebirth. Core of a creature of mimicry known as a silver tear. As much of a substance as it is a living organism. Material required by the amber egg cradled by Renala, queen of the full moon, to birth people anew. Being born anew allows a reallocation of attributes boosted by leveling up. That's your respec item. I think you get 11 of them through the course of the game. I'm not sure if it's possible to farm them. There might be one enemy that drops them. The village is done for. Please, even if it's just you, old Albus, hide well and still your breath. So there is a man named Albus hiding somewhere. We should find him. God, this kicks ass. This game is so dope. Let's go up here first. I think this is where we want to go. Oh, there's a perfumer here. They use Erd tree daggers? Or Erd steel daggers? And they use perfumes to deal damage. I don't really know anything about them, but they're cool. And I've always thought they're... ooh, Miquella's lily. Very different than St. Trina's lily. Where is it? Exceedingly rare to find. A delicate water lily of unalloyed golds that has started to fade and wilt. Material used for crafting items. A flower signifying faith in the Halig tree, thought to be beloved by the Empyrean Miquella in his youth. All right, I don't want to go over there yet. That's not the way to what I want. This is what I want.
Please, no. Dear me. I haven't a clue. The secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait then. You're not one of them? Well, what a relief. Oh, goodness me. I am Albus, an Albinauric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep it out of the cursemongers' hands.
Halig tree secret medallion. So the Albinaurics had access to the Halig tree, and that's also why they were able to plant the Miquella's lily here.
And if you should meet the young Albinauric Latenna, then please give it to her. A chosen land awaits us, Albinaurics. The medallion is the key that leads to the city. It's only a quaint treasure for we who cannot make the journey. But for dear Latenna, it is needed to fulfill her purpose. Well, alas, this is the immovable fate of all Albinaurics.
His legs won't move anymore, he says. Thus is the fate of all Albinaurics. I didn't mean to skip that dialogue. I just held down the Y button too long, and this controller has a bad tendency to double press. Ivory sickle. I don't know if I've ever seen this item before. It's kind of weirdly hidden. Sickle, fashioned from ivory, weapon carried by aged Albinaurics. These weapons are evidence of their dedication to the Halig tree despite never having entered its presence. It's just a dagger. It's got the dagger moveset. It's not terrible. We don't hate it. Let's go down to the graveyard first. And then we'll go across the bridge afterward. God, what an evocative, interesting game. Oh, fuck. They're using glintstone sorcery against me. I didn't even realize they had access to it. I guess that would make sense for reasons that we won't get into. Other than them just being close to Raya Lucaria. Crystal Sword. Alright, got my Estus refilled. Yeah, this is the pathway right here I used to try and scale the mountain at one point, and I got very close. You use one of the rock outcroppings around basically this area, and you can actually jump over. And at one point, early on, you could make the jump with Torrent, get on a crag, and if you jumped really quickly again, you could basically make the jump. Albinauric blood clot. What does that do? Is it here? No. Thick coagulated blood of the Albinaurics, materials used for crafting items. Albinaurics are life forms made by human hands. Thus, many believe them to be impure lives, untouched by the Erd Tree's grace. This game rules. I'm in awe over how sick this is. It's truly so cool. Was that an actual one, or was that just a health one? I thought that was a health bug. Okay. I do not remember the order of things that are about to happen. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Nefeli Lu Warrior. Come Nefeli, and we come down here, and it's time to clean up the people who did this. Nefeli! 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 Nefeli, why did you do this? That was rude. That was rude, Nefeli. What did I do to you? I can't believe she just did me like that. So rude. So rude, Nefeli. Hey, Narik. Welcome. I'm like a little bit peeved about that. I'm a little bit mad. I'm mad that she just stole me my one chance at that boss. Jeez. Legitimately cannot believe that just happened. All right, come on, Nefeli. This time, don't kill me. Pretty please. I'm begging you. Not while I'm taking out the dogs. There we go. Oh. Hello, Omen Killer. Oh! So he is an Omen Killer. I died. Oops. I just realized I should have summoned my boys. I should have summoned my boys. But yes, the Omen killers, I believe, hunt Omen. They hunt aspects of the Crucible, the misbegotten, people who are born with horns. Did he just heal himself? No. Yes. Yuck. I do want to try a perfumer build. I think it would be really neat. I don't really know what stats they would need. I guess they use Erd Tree daggers or Erd Steel daggers and fire. So yeah, so I guess it's just a basic faith build with giant charms and stuff like that. So whoa, punched my microphone. Oopsie. So I guess it would be a pretty standard build, but I don't know. I feel myself being called to flame for some reason. Black flame, red flame, any kind of flame really. It just seems like it might be cool. Mostly because it'll look good. But so do regular sorceries in this game. They all look great. Alright, grab this. Heal. Summon the boys. Alright, we're good. There we go. Thanks, Nepheli. Crucible Knot Talisman. Where did you come from? A talisman fashioned from a bony knot that embodies the aspects of various creatures, said to have grown on the human body long ago. Reduces damage and impact of headshots taken. A vestige of the crucible of primordial life. Born partially of devolution, it was considered a signifier of the divine in ancient times, but is now increasingly disdained as an impurity as civilization has advanced. So basically, the misbegotten curse, the Omen curse, seemingly reflects aspects of the primordial crucible, which is kind of the state of things, the state of the Erd Tree, the Great Tree, before it was the Erd Tree, or before the Erd Tree itself manifested. And back then, kind of the Elden Ring worked a certain way. The Rune of Destined Death had not yet been removed. The cycle of Erd Tree burial didn't exist. And things were sort of in an equilibrium. People had like a very different relationship to the world and the trees and their spirituality, and as a result of that, things kind of manifested really differently. And back then, of course, having a direct connection to nature and the melting place of primordial life, sort of the general rule of the world, was seen as a divine thing. But now it is not, obviously, as Marika has upset the quote-unquote natural order of the Elden Ring. If it is natural really at all is up for debate. But the changes to the Order of the Ring have ultimately made a pretty significant difference to the state of the world and how people interface with it. So the Crucible eventually stops being significant in Godfrey's era. When Godfrey was the Elden Lord, Marika became basically the sap maiden for the Erd Tree, the blossoming Erd Tree. And the aspects of the Crucible were sort of, I don't want to say dismissed, but maybe downplayed is like a good way. Eventually, Marika obviously divested Godfrey and his followers of grace. And of course, they had their own children as well that, you know, manifested different aspects of the Erd Tree and what came before. So it's interesting. Just interesting to see how those things changed over time. For Elden Ring lore, obviously Vati's stuff is very, very good. But I've been watching a lot of Tarnished Archaeologist. I don't love... This is maybe a hot take, but I really don't love their type of like intertextual work where they use real-world logic to explain concepts in symbols in the game. I do think that is a little bit of a literary criticism, like pitfall you can fall into, because it pigeonholes how games, and not games, but texts signify and sign their work when they create symbols. But in that nature of discourse, in that mode of discourse, Tarnished Archaeologist and Quaylog are just the best of the best when it comes to that sort of thing. Like, their work is very impressive historical archaeology in the context of Elden Ring. Very worth watching if you like this sort of stuff. You know, a huge focus on connecting the dots archaeologically, trying to chart out the eras of the Elden Ring world using nothing but what is actually displayed in game in terms of like the evolution of like architecture and things like that. It's very, very intelligent, very interesting analysis.
I told the all-hearing brute already that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough? Oh. Do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I've no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Latenna, an Albinauric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that all-hearing brute, I hope that you will forgive me.
It's interesting, they're oppressed and they're tacking out at their oppressors. She dismisses all the tarnished because of the way they treat the Albinaurics.
The medallion's better off in your hands anyway. Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf Lobo. Will you show me the way? To the land of Miquella's Halig tree. If you accept, I would gladly apprise you of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half. Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the Forbidden Lands, north of the Erd Tree, in Castle Sol, on the mountaintops of the Giants, accessible by the Grand Lift of Rold. Then I suppose it's time. Farewell, Lobo. My faithful wolf. My better half. I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo.
Very sad. All right, we got Latenna's...
Upon me when needed, and I will fight at your side.
We've got Latenna's Spirit Ashes. Latenna is an exceptionally interesting Ash summon because she can't move. She obviously, she's sitting down. She will sit where you put her. and she will fire. So you can do some really fun things with that. You can do some really, really fun things with that. And I will probably use her to kill one of the Erd Tree avatars. Latenna was renowned as a deaf magic archer, but having lost her beloved wolf companion Lobo, she cannot move from the place where she was summoned. A rare case of one who chose to become a spirit voluntarily. So there we go. We have recruited Latenna. Unfortunately, her wolf Lobo died. You have to wonder. Playing through this, it feels like that is a call out to Lobos Jr., even though Lobo just means wolf. Like, when there is someone in the Souls community whose name is Lobo, you have to think it might have been a shout out, right?